happy fall. I'm so glad you're here. Today I'm going to show you how I took some fabric I had, some pillows I had, and I recovered them making slip covers. And they're so easy to do. Beginners can do this, it's not a problem. And I had some great big pillows in the attic that were kind of out of style or my colors changed. So I took some fabric that I had in my stash and I made slip covers, and I'll show you how to do that in this video. You just slide your old pillows in and you've got a brand new pillow. So I made these two for the fireplace because when the grandkids come over, they always pull all the pillows off and lay on the floor and watch TV. So I wanted some pretty fall colors, and this goes perfect with that dark academia look that's going on now. It's got a black background with all the beautiful rich golds and oranges. So I love this fabric. I had about 4 yards of it and I was able to do a lot with this. And I also have boxes and boxes full of these samples that decorators use in their business, but they're just beautiful pieces of fabric. And I have a bunch of boxes of these in the attic that I make tote bags out of. And I also like to recover pillows. So this was a sample panel and this was a sample panel, and I just cut a square, sewed all the way around, left about a 3 to 4 inch gap to turn into stuff. These are perfect for beginners, and look how pretty that's the same beautiful colors. And I'll show you on my couch how nice these look. So I made a couple of these pillows for the sofa, and I'm going to be recovering all of my outdoor cushions because I haven't set up my porch yet, but I've got some beautiful oranges, and so I'm going to make some slip covers for these old pillows, and I'll show you that later in another video. And also in this video, I'm just going to quickly share how I put together my table centerpiece. This is all stuff I have right here in the house. I didn't have to buy anything, and I love it. I think it looks really pretty on my table, so I'll show you that. And then the next video, because this one's getting to be too long, I'm going to show you how to make a market tote. And I use some of that same fabric, and it's very easy. I've got it lined with black. I'm going to use this when I go to the mountains, to farmers markets. Just a nice soft tote to put my purchases in, but I'll show you it in another video how easy it is to put these totes together. So let's get started with our pillow, how to make slip covers for pillows. Thank you for watching. Let's get going. Okay, the first thing I did was measure that pillow, and then I cut out a top using those measurements, and I added 2 inches all the way around for the seam allowance. Now the bottom panel is going to be different. You cut that at least 6 inches wider than I did the top, because we're going to be cutting that in half and making a slip cover side. So I've added about 6 inches, and I'm going to fold this in half. This is the bottom or the back of the pillow. I'm going to cut it right down the middle. And then I am going to open it back up, and the 2 middle seams we need to press and make a nice finished edge. So I'm going to fold that over, take that to the ironing board, fold it 2 times, make a nice straight edge, and then straight stitch down that side. So we want to make sure that the bottom pillow fits the top pillow, so you adjust your panels, and I'll show that to you again, and make sure that that fits so that we can just open that up and slip the other pillow in. Okay, again, here is that step. I have sewed and finished that raw edge. I've got the pillow set to the exact size of my top. I'm going to pin this together so it doesn't shift during sewing. Okay, you see it fits perfectly. So I'm going to pin it all the way around before I sew, and secure that middle seam of the back panel so it doesn't shift when sewing. And that's where we're going to be slipping our pillow in, and you really can't even see it. The fabric pattern is so dominant that you don't see that little slip. But you always cut your back panel about 6 inches wider than your top so you can have that extra fabric for the slip. Alright, once I have it completely pinned all the way around, I go over to the sewing machine and I do about a 5/8 inch seam all the way around the pillow. I do not leave any openings because we can turn with that back slip that we created. So I go all the way around, and then I will clip the corners, trim off any excess fabric. And you know, I went around twice because these are going to be used by the grandkids to lay on, and so I wanted my seams to be nice and strong, so I did go around twice. Now it's time to turn the pillow inside out. I just reach in, pull it all the way out, and then I will use something to poke those corners out to make them nice and pointed, and that's basically it. You have made a pillow cover for your pillow. Now, of course, I do go back and press everything and make sure those points are out, but that is it. That is it in a nutshell. So simple to do. Okay, now I'll demonstrate how easy it is to put that pillow in. We'll just lift up the panel, stick the pillow in, make sure for each pillow you measure how big you need your pillow to be by the existing pillow, then tuck it right in. And then I like to tuck that panel inside of the other so it's nice and straight, and that is it. That is how you slip cover a pillow. It's very easy. And I just love this project. You can make old things look brand new, and you don't have to go out and buy a whole bunch of new batting. Alright, so moving on, here they are on the fireplace, all ready for the grandkids to pull off and use. But they do look so pretty up there. Those colors look great with my other fall decor. And then we'll go over to the sofa and see the 2 pillows that I made. They look beautiful against the gold pillows that I already had in my fall decor stash. So let's check these out and see how pretty that looks on the couch. It just adds an extra pop of color to the couch, and I love it. I love both of these, how they turned out. And then this is the other side. The gold in that pillow just pops when I put it against that solid gold pillow. So I hope you'll give this a try, because pillows are easy to make and they really do add to a room, and especially when you have grandchildren. Alright, let me show you how I put together this quick table centerpiece. This is a chicken that I've had forever. My mom made that. I pulled out a bunch of candles and some lanterns. This basket I had in the attic, and of course all the fall flowers I could gather up, I pulled out. And we're going to be putting this together right before your eyes. The first step I did was to take the basket outside and give it a good coat of black spray paint. Then I'm going to just hot glue a styrofoam round to the bottom so that it has something for the flowers to stick into. And so then next, I wanted to add a little platform for a lantern. And I've had this one. This is a real oil lantern, but I put some battery-operated lights in it. This chicken my mom made when she took ceramics when my dad was in the Air Force. It is probably over 50 years old. And she loved to do ceramics back in the 1960s. So I really wanted to accent that chicken, and that's why I painted the basket black. Alright, so I've got some pretty green moss that I'm going to open up. I really did not want to go out and buy anything, so I am trying to use exactly what I already have. So I'm just going to pull that moss all apart and move it around and cover those styrofoam pieces. I'm going to set my lantern in place, hide the battery pack down in there, and just cover this up. I got those lights at Walmart during the Christmas holiday last year, and I've really enjoyed those. So I'm going to stick a glue stick down into the styrofoam. I want that chicken to be nice and sturdy. And then I'm going to sit him right on top of it so he doesn't get knocked over, because that is an antique now. All right, after I get all of the moss in, I might have to add a little bit more because I had some bare spots. Then I'm going to start putting the flowers in. Now, I do not claim to be a floral designer, but you know what? I just like to make stuff, and so I'm just going to start sticking these pretty flowers in. And if I like it, then that's more than good enough for me. So I'm just poking in some really pretty little tiny orange flowers all around my chicken, the rooster. And then I'll go back with the mums and go around back behind the really pretty lantern. All right, next I put in some cute little pine cones and just filling in places that needed a little something extra. And I've got some floral picks I pulled off of an arrangement, and I'm going to stick those in. And that was basically it. I just kept playing with it and adding things until I was done. All right, I added a little cute pumpkin there in the front, and I actually did find a little bit bigger pumpkin later and replace that one. But now I'm just sticking those really pretty mums, artificial mums that I had in an arrangement, and I just pulled it apart and filling that in. And then I go back with a little deeper yellow color. I've got some ivy here I stuck in the sides, and that's basically it. So I hope I gave you some inspiration. Look around your home. You may have to hunt and peck in the attic like I did, and out in my craft storage unit outside. But I'm real happy with it. I just wanted to show it off a little bit because I am tickled with that. I could use my mom's rooster in a table setting. So that is it for today's video. Make sure to subscribe and like, and in the next video I'll show you how to make that market tote bag. Very easy, like the pillow, and it is great for going shopping with, and it's perfect for fall. I love all those fall colors. So that will be coming in a few days. But as always, thank you for watching, my friends. I hope you all have a blessed day.